Welcome, Tangle friends. Well, it's the day after Thanksgiving, and I would like to tell you all how much I am thankful for you. I just looked at my numbers, and it looks like I now have 8,000 subscribed to my YouTube channel, which is fantastic. Thank you so much for your support and for watching and continuing on with me through our move and our absences and all my technical problems. And I know you're all just getting ready to try to make your Christmas cards and maybe decorate things like little tags. And so I have the perfect little star tangle for you. It's simple, it's elegant, I love it. And it's called Spiteria by Van Nagram, and I will be writing that obviously in the descriptions. So I'm doing a little bit of a variation on it with some things. I had to put a flower in it. This is looking a little bit more like a compass rose. This one I just made 2 or 4 of the sides longer to make it look sort of like the Star of Bethlehem. And these are just beautiful little pinwheel kind of stars. Here's another one. Gold on black is really stunning as well. You can put these little stars in your tangled wreaths on the top of your tangled trees. You can just let them be the star of the show themselves. So let's get on with it. And today I'm going to be using just a Bijou tile in Renaissance color. You can use whatever you have. White works great, and I am going to use red because I just love this combination of the red on the kind of craft paper look with the baker's twine for some tags. So this is one that you can actually really do by hand and sit and watch TV and tangle up a bunch of them. So this is how we're going to start. I'm looking from this corner to that, and I'm going to draw a line. Try to find about the middle section so that you're going to cross about there. You can either go out to about the same place. It's probably easiest. And then we're going to just cross over these as well, always going out about the same length if you want your star to be even. It's very much like between in that there's a woven quality to this, which I love. And also the variation of how far out you go on your strokes here onto the line is how you can vary the size. I'm going to go pretty just normal, whatever normal is. I'm going to try to do about that same size. Always turning my tile. I've noticed that this one's a little short, so I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Isn't that already a pretty pinwheel? Just that alone would be a pretty gift card. Then we're going to go on the other side and just bring that line down about the same width at the base. And then we're going to do that alone. Again, you can stop whenever you want. Now I'm going to weave a little bit more. This time I'm going in a little bit closer. I'm not going quite as far out because I don't want to lose my star shape. So this is a lot like a ruckus in that you kind of want to count in your head, or else you can lose count of where you are. This is an 8-pointed star, so while I am turning and making my line work, I am saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, as not to get confused. So we want to do our complementary line. This is number 1. 3, and 8. And I think that's just about perfect. You, of course, can keep on going. I think on this one I did one more round. But as you see, if you go around and around, you're going to be becoming less star-like and more rosette-like, which is fine. But that's not what I want. I want it like this. So we want to further enhance this or polish it up however you want. And nothing works quite as well as a frame. I just love, you know, how it then stops just floating in the air and it becomes a little bit more grounded. And in fact, I'm going to do a double frame, and you can do that little treatment where you have the wiggles, or you can add some thick and thin spots like the Diva Dance. I just think a nice hand-drawn organic line works fine. And then the other thing that I'd like to do to enhance this is add some weights in some of these corners, like right here where these, we're just going to make little bits of weighted line, basically tiny triangles. But look how that pops now. That is basically shading, right, without getting your pencils out. Here's another one. It makes it look deep down in there. This would be really fun to get your sparkles out, maybe some glitter, put a daub of glitter in the middle, get your, you know, your sparkly pens and get very festive about it. So, where to shade? Well, you can definitely shade this star. It's beautiful shaded. And let me show you a sample that I have. Here's one. I know I did it on color. Basically, you're going to be shading along, let's just say along to the right side. Turn, put your shading here, 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 and here. And then a little bit in here. I'll just leave it here for a minute for you to see. But this is one of those tangles that has a lot of self-shading in that. If you take a look here, you see where the point meets, the lines meet at the point, and they do what we call self-shading on their own. I think it's a beautiful graphic that doesn't really need shading. Here you can see again, I guess I could shade this one for you. Can show you. I would put some shading here. I just have a tortillon. And of course, this one has a little rosette in here. So I would shade underneath those petals and then again underneath these petals. I'm just using my tortillon because it has so much pigment on it already. Don't even need anything else. This is getting a little dark here. A little bit in the center. You could also put a little bit in the center, like I did here. You can see a little bit in the center, but mainly on those areas there. You could do a little bit more up there. There's a lot of glare on this because I used some shiny, glittery kind of pens. But what I do like to do, and what I did here, which is really fun, it emphasizes the brightness. Here I did some more line weight in the middle, which you can do, but I'm not this time. I'm going to, however, make some highlights. Because this is the tan paper, it's really nice to use the General's white charcoal on this, and that's just going to brighten up that center. and it makes it look like you worked a lot longer on this. Just another polished effect. And then get your tortillon out and blend lightly. This is that really soft paper. That's really a printmaking paper. I just think this is such a simple and elegant pattern that you can use in so many different ways. So have fun with this one. I'm working up a organic tangle for you for next time. I hope you will like, because I'm in the midst of decorating for Christmas here. We have our first serious snowfall. I'm going to try to incorporate some of that, some of those photos in there for you today, but I'm working on our Advent wreath and getting some of my outside decorations changed out from fall to winter, and I'm having so much fun with it. And then I snug up in the evening and I sit and make little gift tags. So I hope you enjoy doing this as much as I do. Well, I forgot to show you a couple of the other samples that I was working on when I was working up this pattern for you. This is one that I did on some colored background paper, just like I show in my demonstration on how to create these colored backgrounds with Lindy's Magic Shaker dies. I love this one. I'm calling it, the background is, I call them Galaxy background. And then this was the one that I had showed you when we were speaking, and then covering up my new tangle that I want to show you next time. But I just did one of the stars on a little Christmas ball. So that's a fun way to, and of course you could color that. This is just a quick sketch. So, well, there is some food for thought. Let me know in the comments below how you want to use your little star, or please do share your creations with me on Annie's Botangle Alumni Facebook page. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye-bye.